A love so near, oh won't you hear, we'll be together.
They have beautiful flowers over there at Blossom Street Florist, Pastor Wiz.
Almost as beautiful as you.
Almost, huh?
Almost. Getting there. Not quite.
If you need flowers for that special occasion, give them a call over there at Blossom Street Florist, 954-720-1019. And it's that time of the afternoon when we have the love segment right here on WAVS Radio. Of course, the segment will be recorded, and you will be able to see us later on in the studios of WAVS with the topic we have this afternoon. If someone has missed it, you know, if you have a friend or a family member that you want to hear it, they can go to YouTube. Love Lives in Me Too. Love Lives in Me, the number 2. And what is the topic, Pastor Wiz?
Well, in Broward it's 954-792-1117. Miami-Dade is 305-948-1170. And you can participate in this conversation. You can share with us as we look at jealousy. Now, jealousy, be it in a relationship, in a marriage, or be it with family members or friends or that sort of thing, because jealousy comes in all shapes and sizes and forms. For example, Joseph's brother in the Bible, Jacob's sons, his brothers were jealous of him because his father loved him.
Yeah, because he was obedient.
Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so they were disobedient, and the father favored him, and so they were angry. They became jealous of that. And so it comes in all shapes and sizes and forms, as I was saying before. Jealousy, sometimes you find someone is jealous of you because you have a beautiful wife, or a husband for that matter, and they wish that they were you, and so they would not mind at all if they could have your wife or your husband.
Not a good thing at all.
But then some folks are jealous of that. There are some folks who are jealous because their spouse may command respect that they deserve because of some achievement that they have achieved. You may be in a marriage and one spouse is making advancement and getting ahead in life, and the other spouse is not advancing as fast, and because of that there's some resentment that's built up, and so jealousy creeps in.
Well, in that case, the spouse should celebrate with their the other spouse who is advancing in whatever area it is that makes them jealous. Instead of being jealous, they should be celebrating with their spouse.
Well, they should be, but sometimes it doesn't work that way.
I know.
Because then they become insecure, And there's another thing too.
Oh, I was about to say insecurity.
Insecurity.
Yes, that's a big one that makes people jealous. You out there, if you're listening to us now and you have had an experience where you have had jealousy in your relationship, just call us and share with us. Tell us how you dealt with it. Yes, how you dealt.
How do you deal with that jealousy?
Exactly. In Broward, 954-792-1170. In Miami-Dade, 305-948-1170. Call us and share your experience with us. Let's hear what our listener has to say.
WAVS call, are you there?
WAVS.
I love Pastor Wiz.
How are you?
Hey, my brother, where you been, man? Where you been, man?
Big brother, big sister.
No?
Citizens of the kingdom of Almighty God.
How are you doing?
Excellent.
Yes.
What a big topic. The topic of jealousy.
Yeah, it is.
Jealousy should not be exercised by human beings. But apparently, most of us who are unlearned, unwise, unmentored, exercise the spirit and the position of jealousy.
Yeah, the book says the rage of a man.
Exactly, the rage of a man. And then it comes back around and says, ignorance lies in the bosom of a fool, because jealousy is exercised through ignorance. Unwise and unlearned people exercise it a lot.
That's the same thing you just said.
Number one, why jealousy should not be exercised by human beings is because human beings owns nothing, and only the owner of a thing should be jealous of the thing. they own. So the Master says, the earth is the Lord's, the fullness thereof, the world, and they that dwell therein. So when a man who is married to a woman chooses to misunderstand, because it's a choice we make, the position of the woman, or he thinks or she thinks she's cheating or he is cheating, yeah, we are unfaithful, because it takes so much for us to be satisfied, because we are unlearned. And our eyes, everything we see, we want it. When you become jealous, when that rage sets in, you kill people, kill things. Anything that is growing is liable to die. Especially in marriages, it's not only the people who are jealous of each other dies, but when the marriage produces children and the parents kill each other, then the children also suffer the consequences of selfish parents.
And the children die too. Part of it.
And the children automatically die too, because their source is now gone.
Let me.
Go ahead.
You said we are unlearned. Do you think jealousy is a learned behavior?
Well, if you learn the Master's word or the constitution of the kingdom, you would learn that to be jealous, that rage comes from an unwise spirit. It derives from ignorance, because it's a choice you make to stay married to Pastor Wiz, and Pastor Wiz stay married to you. Look how many other people probably have seek after, and you could have gone after, but the choice is made that we will live and die in this fashion.
It's a commitment.
It's a commitment and a covenant you make.
No, that's the word. No, wait a second now. That covenant.
Oh, that's important.
That is the word.
That's another topic for another time.
That is the word. That is the
Thank you.
word.
Thank you. And jealousy will mess up, crash up, kill up, bend up, wreck up any covenant if the people in the covenant are unlearned people. Because when we do things out of ignorance, things around us, like I said before, everything is liable to die. He says ignorance lies in the bosom of a fool. Look at a person who drinks rum and then get crazy or even kill themselves. And when the rum leaks out of their body, they start apologizing that, man, I do not drink those juice, I should even do that and whatever. And the person who remains not to consume, most of the time don't go through the same drama and the same pain that the unwise person goes through. So when we get into relationships and I think I own her, and if I can't have her, nobody else can have her, and I see something that I misunderstand, because a woman can go out with her father to have dinner, and the man feel like he can't get in touch with her, she gone out with another man, when he come, she come in, I'm going to kill her. She said, no, that do it for the longest one, and him will kill her.
That's ignorance, yes.
Yes.
Ignorance.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if he had taken the time to not exercise that ownership position, this is why the Master don't want us to possess the word own. We own nothing.
We own nothing.
He says manage everything that I put in your possession. Manage it with excellence. That's what we are in earth. Stewards.
Use wisdom, yes.
Well, I thank you so much for that.
But
sharing this afternoon.
I think you were saying something else. Let's hear just a little bit more. I know we're short.
The word ownership, we should let it go, because women think they own men and men think they own women, and in so doing it makes the marriage miserable, because the woman can't get no time for herself to go even see her family members, and the man can't go anywhere because he's policing the woman, and it brings misery out of the spirit of jealousy. If she's on the phone, he want to hold on. If she's on the phone, he want to you talk to girl. No, he must explain. No, it was just my sister in California. It was Audrey. You want to hear? You hear the conversation. Audrey, I'm going to put you on speaker here, because Mummy here is getting a little agitated out of the spirit of jealousy, and there is no peace. It's constantly unrest. And there can be no growth in that kind of a relationship.
But let me ask you this now. In that type of situation, does one of the spouse give the other the reason to be agitated and become jealous because of their behavior?
Well, where there is no effective communication of truth, sometimes it can seem like, because we can have wrong perception of people. A man can be as best as he can be to the woman, and she can have bad perception of him because people who he calls friends are calling. So sometimes a man have to eliminate some of his female friends. Likewise, the woman have to eliminate some of our male friends. So there can be peace in the relationship. Number two, when God is not the catalyst of the relationship, the two people don't have the same understanding, looking to the same horizon, traveling in the same direction. They can't attain the same goal. One is saying this and the other is saying that. There can never ever be no peace. So if we can create understanding from the written word that this is how the Master said must go, then we can work to have vital and healthy homes, marriages, and relationships, even when she's not there or he is not there. God is not here, but we take this vow that we would worship him. You don't get up and see him every morning, but you still kneel down and worship a king who's not present physically. So it is the same spirit that we should implement into the home, that if daddy leaves for work, trust and believe that he's gone to work, he's going to do his best. Pray his strength.
All right. I love your perspective. I'm going to put you on the spot. Have you ever experienced jealousy in your lifetime?
Listen, I was one of the most jealous fools. I was looking for my wife one evening and couldn't find her in my young age. I've been married 27 years. I got married at 22. And the spirit showed me that she was at a hotel out by the airport. So I decided to load my gun, put it in my waist, and go drive for her because I couldn't find her on her cell phone. Number one, she was not allowed to carry cell phone until recently. So I went out to the hotel, walked up to the hotel desk and asked for her name. And the lady said no. She scanned the computer and she said there's no one by that. Then I said look again because she has to be here. I know she's here. Come to find out, the lady looked again and she wasn't there. Walked back to the parking lot, getting my car for straight, trying to find out where this woman was. Head back on the highway, got a call from her. Oh, where is it? Where is it? She said, Daddy, I was done by your mother.
Oh my goodness.
Miss Brown. I felt like an animal, like a dog. I felt like a fool.
Wow. So I guess you learned a lesson that day.
That's profound.
You learned a lesson.
Pick up for my wife.
Yes, yes.
She was telling the truth. She was done by mama. The stupid cell phone did not pick up the call. It wasn't working.
Wow.
But I was in early age.
So we have to be careful of how we perceive things.
Yes.
That's what I am saying. That's what, no, we are rooted and grounded in the word. Yes, mistakes have been made. But if she goes to Jupiter, I don't even care. If she talks to Harold, I don't even care because I am the king and I am doing what I am supposed to do. And if I honor the Master's word, he said, blessed are the peacemaker.
Amen.
Well, thank you so much for sharing this.
Thank you for that.
And don't stay away too long.
No, not still, Rose.
All right. Okay.
Love.
Much love. Well, you know, with that perspective, I think that was it in a nutshell. In a nutshell.
We're going to go back to the love segment for a couple of minutes here. We have a call on the line. Call, are you there?
Yes.
How are you?
I'm good, thanks, and you?
Good. We're blessed. What's your perspective on our topic, jealousy?
Well, first of all, I want to discuss it, in relationship to marriage. You have to first understand that marriage in itself is an institution.
Hold on. Your phone is cracking up. Could you just
Change position.
Change position or stand still? Go ahead.
Are you hearing me better now?
Yes.
No, I'm saying marriage has to be looked at as an institution that is divine. And if one really understands marriage, there should be no jealousy within a marriage. Because out of the man's side, God took the woman. So the woman is really a part of the man once you become married. So if you are jealous of your wife, it's like your right hand is jealous of your left hand. So it's one body now. It's two people in one. Unity in diversity. So marriage must be seen in that concept. And if it is formulated with Christ at the center, there should be no jealousy.
Well, there should be no jealousy, but people, are people, and they do the things that they're not supposed to do. They don't follow the laws of God, so they get into trouble. You're right.
That's where the relationship breaks down, because there is too much marriages which are not divinely incorporated. It's not really a marriage that is intertwined with the fabric of God's divine nature.
I think what I hear you saying is that these marriages do not have Christ at the center of it, and consequently, they sometimes have difficulties and they won't stand. But if Christ is at the center of your marriage, then you should be good.
You should be good, because you know something. If you have proper biblical counseling, and we're not talking about secular counseling now,
No.
because that's where a lot of marriages break down.
Exactly.
They go to church to get married, but when they're having a problem, they go to the secular court for divorce.
That's right.
That's the problem.
Well, it's not all marriages.
Not married, then we wouldn't even have divorce in the first place.
So they need
But
Christian
they
counsel.
invite the secular court into a divine institution. It shouldn't be so.
Well, all marriages are not sanctioned by God. In other words,
Hello?
yes. I hear you, my brother. I think what you're saying is that, you see, what God has joined together, let no man put asunder. But does God join every marriage together?
No.
Okay. On that note, we gotta put a cap on things because we are running out of time. Thank you for your perspective.
Thank you for your time.
God bless you. Well, once again, that puts a cap on it. I think, what he said, that what God has joined together, let no man put asunder. But does God put every marriage together? Is every marriage, are they evenly given?
No, they're not. And he answered correctly. Okay.
Well, Pastor John Marie, I think it's safe to say we had another.
We certainly did want to thank you so much for spending the afternoon with us, for sharing in the conversation. It certainly was a pleasure spending time with
So
you.
as we put the records back in the racks, we'll make sure the good ones are careful to stack. Remember to always put yourself in others' shoes. If you feel it hurts, probably hurt the other person too. So until next time, may the blessings of the Lord be with you.
And remember, always take time to pray. It is the greatest power on earth. This is yours truly, Dawn Marie. Hoping you enjoy the rest of the afternoon and evening. Don't forget that we come back tomorrow morning at 6.